This program is brought to you by Southern California Toyota Dealers.
This program is brought to you by MoneyGram. MoneyGram sa MoneyGram.
This Manny Pacquiao Friends and Rios special is brought to you by MoneyGram. For a sure way of sending your amends, use MoneyGram.
Several fans have already crowded here in front of the arena looking for answers to questions. How will Manny Pacquiao bounce back from a brutal knockout loss? Will he be able to look beyond his back-to-back losses to regain his spot on top of the boxing world? Or will a young Mexican fighter stand in his way? Kababayan Today Clash in Cotai starts right now. The day of reckoning has finally arrived here in Macau, China. Preparation for both camps is over. And of course, as well as the drama from both Team Pacquiao and Team Rios, as well as the trash talking. It's now time for action. The pressure is on Manny Pacquiao to prove to the world that he still has what it takes to be a boxing champion. As well, the pressure is on Brandon Rios to prove to the world that we can take him seriously as a contender. Well, who will prevail? Before the fight, we talked to some experts who will be quite literally in the middle of the action. Mr. Larry Merchant, you've seen a lot of fights, covered a lot of fights for HBO, even Manny Pacquiao fights. How is this fight different?
Well, I think Manny Pacquiao is now 34 years old. He hasn't had a knockout for 4 years. The kinds of knockouts that he had with Cotto and De La Hoya and Hatton, catapulted him into becoming an international star, creating a very high standard for him to live up to. And now he hasn't had any knockouts recently, and he's lost 2 fights in a row. So logically, people ask, is he still the Manny Pacquiao of story and song?
So does he still have it?
That's what we're here to find out. Rios will help us find out. If Rios is capable of exploiting the little cracks that have started to show in Manny, then maybe he can make this the last chapter of Manny's book.
What are some of those cracks?
Well, he was an unorthodox fighter in some ways. How quick he was, where he threw his punches from, and with such precision and aggression, he put most of his opponents on the defensive. Now, it may be that through the aging process, that he is a millimeter slower, and so that smart, good fighters learn to exploit that. Whether Rios is that good will determine what we see.
I think the big issue is, number one, is Manny, how he's going to come back from the last 2 defeats that he's had. If he trained well, if he's going to be in great condition, and what's going on at home, how is that going to mentally affect him on the fight? With Brandon, we hope that he's coming in with great condition, very excited about the fight, but is he going to be able to counter the speed of Manny's?
What was it that struck you about Rios' style when you worked his fight?
He's just a brawler. He doesn't like taking a step back. He throws a lot of punches, but because he has a high risk reward on throwing a lot of punches, that he actually gets hit a lot.
And he can stand the hit.
I think he enjoys it. The more he gets hit, the more he likes it.
Isn't that crazy? What about defense?
Defense, I don't think we would make fun of him if we played soccer with him. We make fun of a lot of guys that we leave out the D in their names because he has no defense.
Based on your experience in boxing and based on what you've been hearing and reading, what kind of Manny do you think are we going to see?
I mean, I think because of what happened at home in the Philippines, and he has a lot of internal pressure to perform well because of the Filipino people. I think he's going to come back very motivated, very aggressive. I think it's going to be a very entertaining fight because of the styles match up so well. And the big thing is, if Manny has this hand speed, as he normally does, if he's able to do that, he's really good at changing his hand speed when he punches. He doesn't always throw everything a power punch. Now, the counter to that is Rios, is how he survives and how much he can take of Manny's pressure and how he comes back from that.
Most experts observe that whatever happens in Manny Pacquiao's personal life and whatever happens in the Philippines is reflected in the performance of the Philippine boxing champion. So how does he prepare for a fight as big as this? He has to win in order to prove something about his career, but he also wants to win for the victims of Typhoon Yolanda in the Philippines. It's not just conditioning the body, it's also conditioning the heart, and training takes care of the body, but who takes care of Manny Pacquiao's heart? That's when we return on the show. Don't go away.
I'm Jerry,
Taga saan ka?
Cebu, Philippines.
So, lumipat ka pa from Cebu papunta.
Yeah, I'm a boxing fan.
Tell us about your poster. What is this banner about?
Yeah, we really need Manny to win this fight to uplift our spirits because Philippines were hit by so many disasters the past few months, so we really need him to win this to uplift our spirits. Yeah. We will rise again, Philippines. Manny Pacquiao.